right, class, today we're going to be working with math and we're going to be working with some graphs. I've already placed you in with your partner in your small groups. So go ahead and put your finger on your partner's finger. Show me you know who your partners are. Okay, who's your partner? Okay, great. Great job. All right. Okay, so today, as I had mentioned, we are going to go ahead and be talking about graphs. We've already taken an assessment earlier on this, and so this is just more of a review and just to kind of help us make sure we understand the concepts fully. Okay, we are going to be, you're going to be, by the end of the lesson, be able to demonstrate the understanding of the information on your graphs. You're going to be able to use this to create and explain the information on the graph. So you're going to be creating a graph, and you're going to be using that data to ask and answer questions with partners or with peers. You're going to make bar graphs and ask questions about the information. So our agenda for today is that we're going to work a little bit in fluency, and then we're going to work with our small groups to create tile graphs, and then we're going to answer questions about graphs using our whiteboards, and we're going to record our graphs on graph paper, and then we're going to get to go ahead and go online on that website that we've used before, and we're going to be creating the graphs online, and then we're going to use those, and we're going to share that information with our peers and be able to explain it. I have practice sheets in there, but we're going to go ahead and move that to the end because I want you to be able to debrief and go ahead and enter that into our journal. And then after we get done with that, we're going to go ahead and do some practice sheets if time allows. I also, if the behavior is really good today, we're also going to be able to take one of those fun quizzes with your iPads online as well, okay? All right, woo, I'm excited. Okay, so right now let's go ahead and practice our fluency. We're going to be practicing fluency by counting on a vertical number line. Now remember, we have kind of talked about this already. Normally we have our number lines going this way. Is there any difference about how the number line goes up and down like this? Looks like we're counting up and down. What is halfway between 0 and 12? Talk to your partner. Okay. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Go ahead and blow your answer into your hand and let it out. Yeah, that's right. We have 6. So here we're counting by 6s. What would be the next number? Blow it into your hand and let it out. Good job. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and count by 6s. Okay, class, now we have counted by 6s all the way up to 60. We counted back down and counted up again, and we're ready to move on. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have up here. Remember, our goal today is that we are working to be able to create that bar graph, and we're working to be able to explain what we're doing. So you'll find on your tables, you find the bucket of tiles. I want you to be working as a group to go ahead and create this bar graph using the tiles. That means that you're going to use the tiles to create the bar graph. I have it right here. A is going to be yellow, B is blue, C is orange, D is red, and E is green. So you're going to go ahead and lay them out just like what they did here, and then we're going to talk about it just a little bit. Okay, ready? Get set? You may begin. So I'm looking out there and I see everybody has their bar graph almost completed. There's one group over here that's still working, but they're almost there. So as they're finishing up, I want to talk about what each tile would represent. When we look up here, we see that each tile is not worth 1. How much is it worth? How much is it worth? you are correct that this bar graph right here is worth 15, but how much is each tile worth? How much is each tile? I have these sticks here with full names. Yes. How much is each tile worth? 5. That's correct. All right, let's give them a firecracker. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. So each tile is worth 5. So let's count how much tank A has in it. 5, 10. I don't hear you. That's a little louder. 5, 10, 15. Where's 15? If I use my ruler, I'm going to use my piece of paper as my ruler because it's got that straight edge right here. And I use my ruler, I could go right across here and I could see how much each of them had. I could see that this one has how many more? 2 tiles, that's correct. But how many are the 2 tiles worth? That's correct. It's worth 10, 5 for each. And this one we can see better that it's 5 less. Good job. Okay, so we have kind of looked at the data. We try to understand what is going on with the data, and we're going to now answer these questions in your group. Okay? It says A, find the total number of fish in tank C. Show your work. So I want you to go ahead and write down the total number of fish in tank C, and I need you to show your work. So, in other words, I don't just want a number. I want you to tell me how you got that number. So think about how many tiles you have and how much each tile is worth. Okay, go ahead and get your markers out and write that answer on the board. As soon as you have it, go ahead and flip your board over and put your hands on your head. Okay, I see you're done. Great, great, great. If you're sitting by somebody that doesn't have it, go ahead and give them a assistance. Make sure that everybody in your group has it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me your boards. Okay, good job. Go ahead and raise your boards, and let's get ready for the next question. Let's read it all together. 1, 2, 3. Tank B has a total of 30 fish. Draw the tape for tank B. So they're asking for a tape diagram. Remember, that's input, total, and how much is in each group. Go ahead and write that on your whiteboard. I'm going to go ahead and walk around. Oh, that's good, good. Yeah, you're on the right track. Now think about how many are in each group. Good job. Good. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. 1, 2, 3, show me your boards. Oh, you guys are amazing. That is so good. I like how every one of you have the right answer. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Let's read C together. 1, 2, 3. How many more fish are in tank B than in tanks A and D combined? Stop. Let's think. What steps are we going to need to take to figure out this answer? Think. This is a multi-step answer. We're going to have to do some steps to do that. Think about it. Think about it. When you think you know what you're going to do, go ahead and put your hands on your head. Okay? I see some have it. Think about what we're going to need to do. How many more fish are in tank B than in tanks A and D combined? Okay? Go ahead and put your finger on your partner's finger. Everybody partner up. And I want you to tell your partner what steps you would take to figure out this problem. On your mark, get set, Go. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Oh, class. Nice names. Oh, good job of listening. Okay, we are, when I walked around and I listened, I heard several of you talking about how you needed to know how many were in these two tanks, and then you needed to add them together to get the combination before you could figure these problems. If you said that, pat yourself on the back. That's exactly what you need to do. So we need to look at A, and we look at D. And we need to know how many are in each one before we can proceed on to the next step. Okay? So then, after we know these totals, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and say how many more of them are in that tank than in B. How many are in B? That's right, there's nothing there. So that means there's none. Okay, so once you added these together, you will know how many. You're going to subtract 0. Right? So you're going to know how many are in there. Go ahead and show me the equation on your whiteboards of what that would look like. Get your marker, please. Thank you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. That's great. Excellent job of getting that written down. Great job. Okay, so you need to go ahead and flip those two numbers right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because if we have 0, if you have 0 and you're taking away, if you're taking away that big number, then, you're going to have a negative. Okay, good job. Okay. When we're subtracting, we always start with a negative number. We're subtracting. At least in this case. Later on, that might change. Okay. Great job. The next step we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and we're going to graph what we have on our in our groups, our tiles. We're going to go ahead and graph them on the paper. Okay. Now remember, the goal for today is that we're not only going to be able to graph these, but we're going to be able to ask questions to our peers and answer questions. Okay. So keep that in mind while you're graphing these. Take note of how you're putting them on your paper and what each item or what each square is going to be worth. So you're going to have to, when you get your paper, you're going to have to not only put your tiles in here, you're going to have to label how much each tile is worth. All right? Don't forget that we have to label.
Next question. This is gonna make it real quick. You can say it all
I'm just coming up with everybody. Oh yeah, that Julian is so dope.
I can see some hard workers.
Once again. Julian, I took your plate. I took the kill's plate.
Okay, I'm walking around. I see you guys did a very good job on getting your graph paper done. I see that you have used your colored pencils and labeled them all as far as your boxes. Now we're going to go and we're going to put the numbers on the side. So make sure, how much was each one of those worth? How much was each one of those tiles worth? That's correct. Excuse me, they're worth 5. 5, 10, 15. So you're going to need to go ahead and on the side write your numbers. Okay, I'm going to come around and check on that. Good job. I see that you all have them up. Miss Terry has went by and helped us make sure that we have. And if you're stuck, I know there's one that's still working on them. You can go ahead and make sure that the numbers match up here. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and we're going to get our iPads out. I have technology people. You're going to get your technology. You're going to go and get your the iPads and you're going to hand them out. And then you guys know that we're going to go ahead and get on the website. So let me go ahead and get that up. Sorry, we labeled it too already. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our globster.com. The website is right here. It should already be in your icon on your iPad. This is the one we've already been to several times before. You're going to log on and you're going to go ahead and start creating your own graph. Okay, I'm going to be walking the floors. If you have any trouble, go ahead and just raise your hand and I'll be coming. And remember, it's okay to work in your groups. So you have partners there, utilize them, work together. Okay, so each of you should have your own graph and be able to answer questions on that. So look for how you're putting those numbers in on the side. Look to see whether you're counting by 2s or 4s or 6s or 5s like we did. Okay, and most of all, you need to have fun. Okay, go ahead and technology people, go ahead and start handing those out. My goodness, let's go ahead and come back together. I see a few of you are still putting away your, getting your information in there. That's great. As soon as you're done, go ahead and flip your iPad over on your desk right in front of you and put your eyes up here. I see one's ready. I want eyes and I want hands and eyes. That means your hands are crossed in front of you. Your eyes are on me. You're leaning forward. You're waiting for the next direction. Okay? I'm waiting for 2. If that's you, go ahead and do a self-check. Make sure it's not you I'm waiting for. Great. Great job. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do our student debriefing, and then we're going to share our data with our partners. So today when we debrief, I am going to be looking for us to go ahead and look for the strategies that we use to create our bar graph. We're going to be talking about what we did, what we had trouble with, how this looked in our class. I'm looking for us to use those vocabulary words. Vertical tape diagram, which is, you know, we did that today, didn't we? We went down and we also have talked about going this way on them. We talked about what one of those tiles, how many units each one of those tiles were. We talked about how we need a scale so we know that each tile is worth 5. If you don't have that scale, the person that you're sharing the data with will not understand that they're not worth 1. We need to know what the scale is and the scale bar graph. And so we have those vocabulary words. I'm looking for them while we discuss it. So first off, I want you in your group, I want you to talk about what kind of data that you have found. I want you to compare your guys' data together, see if they match, and talk about what happened when you went to put that data into the bar graph. What was the most difficult part for you to do? Okay, ready? And share. Man, that was a lot of fun. So, in conclusion for today, we went over our graphs. We've created graphs, both on paper and technology. based on the website. We have shared our graph. We have created questions and answered on our graph. We've been able to explain our data. And we're going to end the session with a really fun online quiz. So go ahead and let's go to our online quiz. We've done this one before. Again, it's Quizlet.com. It's right up here. You do have your icon on your iPad. If you get stuck, raise your hand and I will come. As soon as you log on, I'm going to go ahead and set it up over here, and you will go ahead and have that number to log completely onto our quiz. Okay, go ahead and you may flip over your tablets and go ahead and enter in to take that.